Hi everyone, welcome back to Indigo's News Corner. Here another week has gone by and we are here to present the news of things that have happened, Drag Race related, all things drag related in general. So before we get into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and let's get into it, shall we? So in the world of Drag Race, we have had episode 4, which was Snatch Game. My sight's bad when I'm sat here looking at this piece of paper going, I can't see it just because I've not got my glasses on. The Snatch Game, we had split into 2 sets of 7 because we had 14 queens. Interesting that they did it so early. The winner of this week's challenge was Lucy LaDuca, who did Joan Rivers. Very good job, I must say. It was definitely my vote to win for this week. Others in the top 3, we had Mistress Isabel Brooks, who did Rosie O'Donnell, and in my opinion, again, did a very good job. It was a very, very strong second for me, was Mistress. And then the other top we had was Marsha, who did Tim Gunn, who was very funny. I did enjoy Marsha in this episode. The bottom 2 for this week were the twins, so Sugar and Spice, who did Trisha Paytas and Miley Cyrus respectively. It was a mess, really. The twins, they kind of just went off on their own tangents together, and RuPaul kept trying to interject, and they just kept speaking over him. So, yeah, I thought they were going to be in the bottom 2 anyway, but when that happened, I kind of was like, you've sealed your fate there. You are going to be the bottom 2 this week. Now, Sugar and Spice had to lip sync to You Better Run by Pat Benatar, and I wouldn't say it was a lip sync for your life. It was more of just 2 people lip syncing together with something that seemed like they had prepared. It wasn't terrible, I must say. It was just a bit odd. Sugar tripped and fell over during the lip sync in her heels, which was never fun to see a drag queen fall over. Unlike normal people fall over, it's fine to laugh, but drag queens don't laugh. But in the end, I think that's kind of what sent Sugar home. Sugar was the eliminated queen this week, and I do think a lot of that is the fact that, because their lip sync wasn't terrible, but the fact that she stumbled a couple of times and that she actually fell over, I just think it was, clear that it was going to be Spice that stays. Now, the interesting thing is that in the Watch Your Packing, so if you don't know, when a queen gets eliminated on the American seasons, they do a thing on YouTube called Watch Your Packing, which is essentially like Michelle's show. She sits down with queens, they bring a couple of the looks, either ones that they've worn or ones they haven't worn yet, and she kind of Michelle speaks to them about their time on Drag Race, if there's anything they would do differently, things like that. And Sugar did mention, out of her and Spice, she's the one that does all the sewing. And that's going to be interesting with next week, considering next week's sort of like a room design challenge, which is going to involve sewing. So it could be interesting to see how Spice does next week, but we will see. In other news, we've had Jinkx Monsoon has made her Broadway debut as Mama Morton in Chicago. A big step forward for the drag community, being seen to do something like that and it not be like a drag role. Like, it's more representation for drag as an art form, to show that drag queens can do more than just be a drag queen. They can do something serious like a Broadway musical. Bob the Drag Queen also has some exciting news. They have been announced as a special guest on Madonna's Celebration Tour. So again, more doors being opened, more drag queens being pushed forward, which is you know, it's still got a long way to go, but with a lot of things, there's always more that can be done. I just think it's great that this is happening, and you know, for it to happen to people like Jinkx Monsoon, Bob the drag queen, you know, these are people that not only won their seasons, but they are just people that everyone knows they're so talented at the things they do, and so it's great to see them be able to, you know, move forward and do more with these skills that they have. But that is all the news that I found this week. So short episode, but you know, short and sweet. Don't have me rambling on all the time. That's what we like. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. I will do my best to actually post more on them. And yes, until then, I'm Indigo Diamond, and I will see you lovely people next time. Bye!